Opening tap controlled by the Titans. Reese Leone comes into the forecourt. He has been a very solid distributor. He has 7 or more assists in 3 games so far this season. Anthony Ritter with it, gives it back to Leone, working on Rattan Mays, right wing. Ball bounced now to Hutcherson, right wing inside the 3-point line, drops it off to Daniel Ritter. To the right of the lane, his jumper's up off the back of the rim. Daniel Ritter started his career at Youngstown State, played for the Penguins in 2017-18. Now a member of the Titans, leading them this year in scoring with almost 18.5 points a game. Penguins first possession, Tevin Ollison out front. Gives to Hunter.
Westminster jumping in on their man-to-man defense.
Cohill tried to go underneath the Akuche. Tough pass, couldn't snag it, and Ritter grabs it away for Westminster. Leone into the forecourt to the foul line. Bounces it out to Ritter down the right of the lane, lost the ball. Goes to his knees to get it back. Tough pass, taken away by Hunter of YSU, clears to Cohill. Ahead to Rattan Mays, going to take Leone to the basket, throw it up on the rim, rolls off. But a foul has been called that will put Rattan Mays at the free throw line.
You could argue that could be goaltending. I think one of the Westminster kids had his hand underneath the net.
Well, the foul on Reese Leone, his first of the day, and the first against either team here in the game, putting Shamar Rattan Mays of Youngstown State at the free throw line, where he is shooting 73% for the season. Rattan Mays line to the left, first one for him, straight through. Rattan Mays comes in averaging 9 points, 2.5 rebounds a game. Here's a look at it again as you watch on ESPN+. And yeah, the hand of Tyler James almost went up underneath. It did hit the net, but not enough to warrant goaltending. And in the meantime, Rattan Mays drops in a pair of free throws to put Youngstown State on top 2-0. All right, Leone in the forecourt will give the ball to James. Back to Leone, left wing. He'll elevate for 3. Bounced across the rim. Rebound to Hutcherson. Goes back up. Too hard off the glass. Tap no good. Hutcherson got it back in traffic. Gives to James. He floats it up and in. Tyler James comes in averaging nearly 12 points a game for Westminster to go with almost 10 rebounds a contest. He gets the 2 on the putback to tie the game for the first time.
Immediately impressed with Hutcherson. 2 offensive rebounds that last possession.
Cohill wants to drive to the basket, but his path is deterred by a foul out front. So Anthony Ritter garners his first foul of the day, second against the Titans as a team. We've played 1.5 minutes of our first 20 minutes from Beagley. Game tied at 2. Ball goes into Miles Hunter, looking for Akuche. Tough lob against Hutcherson. Makes the catch left baseline. Akuche left of the lane on the run, turns, throws up the fall away and put it in. Michael Akuche, 6'8" senior from Plantation, Florida, averaging 15 points, 7 rebounds a game, has his first 2, put the Penguins back up by 2. In the meantime, James drives to the left of the lane on Hunter, got it out to Ritter, near side right wing, to the top of the lane. Deals to Leone. Lobs it down low. Akuche knocked the pass away intended for Hutcherson. Grabbed by Hunter. Bounce ahead to Rattan Mays. Going to take it to the basket. Throw up another shot that's blocked, and another foul will put him at the free throw line. Now, those are the easy baskets that head coach Jared Calhoun was alluding to in his keys to victory. Westminster getting back late. Another foul against Anthony Ritter is his second. So Rattan Mays goes back to the free throw line. YSU is a team this year shooting 76% from the stripe. Rattan Mays now a perfect 3 of 3 today. With that, Anthony Ritter has to come out of the lineup for Westminster. That's a big loss. Andrew Clark will check in, 6'4" sophomore from New Middletown, Ohio.
And early on, Rob, it looks like Youngstown State wants to run Westminster off the floor if they can.
Rattan Mays stays perfect at the line. He's now made all 4 of his free throw attempts, putting Youngstown State on top 6-2.
And this is exactly what Youngstown State needs to do. They're playing a Division III school today. They got to get on them early and get this game over with early.
Daniel Ritter open, mid-range, 15-footer. A little too strong off the rim to Ollison of Youngstown State. Gives to Rattan Mays. Throws to Akuche now, left of the lane. Out to Ollison, swings to Miles. Hunter right wing. Dribbles to the foul line, scoops to Ollison. Ollison at the foul line, in the lane against James. Tried to take a shot that eventually wound up out of play, but a foul against Westminster. And Tyler James is the guilty party. That's his first, team's 4th. And Tevin Ollison will go to the line now for Youngstown State after being fouled on that shot attempt. Did a good job on the pump fake.
Now, I'm loving the aggressiveness of this team. Here we are, 2 minutes and 37 seconds into the game, and the Penguins are about to shoot their 5th and 6th free throws of the afternoon.
Ollison's first one is on the money. Comes in averaging 13 points, 4.5 rebounds a game. Ollison an 83% free throw shooter. YSU has scored 5 of its first 7 points from the line. Allison pushes the next one up and in. That gives Youngstown State now an 8-2 lead. Penguins have rattled off 6 consecutive points. 17:20 to go in the opening half. Leone into the forecourt along the near sideline against Rattan Mays. By the double screen to the top of the lane. Gives to James. Far sideline 3 for him is short. Long rebound comes out to Miles Hunter of YSU. Clears to Rattan Mays as he works up the far sideline. Pushes to Cohill near side. Trying to get by Ritter to the basket. Throws it up and in. Dwayne Cohill shooting 62% from the field in his last 3 games. Shows you why. He is explosive and can get to the rim when he likes. Westminster out front. Tough pass for James, who has to go into the backcourt and get it. The deflection. Tyler James dribbles to the top of the lane. Deals to Leone near side. Bounce to Hutcherson right of the lane. Backing in on Akuche. Goes left. Comes back to the right and throws in 2. Nice job by Josh Hutcherson. 6'5" senior out of Uniontown, averaging 8.7 rebounds a game. This is his 4th game against Youngstown State. In his first 3, he was averaging 6 points and 4 rebounds in those games.
Very nice feet for Hutcherson. He's very light on his feet. I'm impressed by this young man.
He's shooting 50% in his career against YSU now. As Hunter gets into the lane, got it to Rattan Mays, left wing 3 is on the money. Shamar Rattan Mays, who did not score last Saturday against Canisius, has rectified that now with 7 points. That's his first field goal. He was 0 of 4 on the floor against Canisius last Saturday, including 0 of 2 from beyond the arc, but he has put Youngstown State up 9 here in the first 4 minutes of the game as Leone shoots over him and fires up the air ball. Line and mobile banking solutions. Go to fmb-online.com for more information. Off the timeout, the Penguins with the ball. Daniel Ogoro brings the ball into the forecourt as he's inserted into the lineup off the timeout. Now it's with Michael Akuche, who gives to Owen Long. He too is coming off that last timeout for the Penguins. Throws across the floor to Rattan Mays, right wing. Down the right of the lane, got by Hutcherson. Tried to scoop it up, could not do so, but Akuche fights for the offensive rebound. Throws it out to Owen Long. At the foul line, his 15-footer's up, in and out, no good. A rebound snatched away by Daniel Ritter of Westminster. He clears it to Reese Leone. Leone into the forecourt. Coming up 15 minutes left in the half. Bounce pass from Leone intended for Hutcherson, but kicked out of play by the Penguins.
The ball, 20 seconds.
So the Titans will have 20 seconds to shoot here, trailing 13-4.
And once again, solid defense by Rattan Mays.
Leone lobs it out to Tyler James, picked up by Ogoro, and then an offensive foul here has been whistled against Westminster. They will give the foul to Reese Leone. That's his 2nd. So Anthony Ritter already went to the bench for Westminster, but he's got to come back in now with 2 fouls as Reese Leone sits down with a pair.
Now, if you're the Penguins, you're going right at Anthony Ritter. Try to get him his 3rd foul.
YSU up 9. Cohill drives in the lane on Ritter to the right of the lane. 6-footer blocked from behind by Andrew Clark. Cohill stays with it, missed his attempt. Ball batted around, finally knocked over to Owen Long. Dished off to Akuche, wasn't really looking for it, lost the pass, grabbed by Ritter of Westminster. Takes it back after giving it to Hutcherson and comes into the forecourt. Anthony Ritter playing peekaboo. Makes the pass down near side. Gives to his twin, Daniel Ritter. To the right wing, to the foul line, goes around the Hutcherson screen into the lane, clears the ball out to Anthony Ritter. Now gives to Hutcherson. Topside, Daniel Ritter. 4-3 off the back of the rim, long rebound to Rattan Mays of Youngstown State. Heads to the left end of the floor, right down the lane to the basket. Can't get the finger roll to fall. Missed it again. Rebound to Daniel Ritter. Cross-court pass, snagged by Andrew Clark. Pump fakes, got by Ogoro, throws up the floater. His runner's no good. Rebound to Cohill of YSU. Fires it down the floor to Rattan Mays. Gives to Ogoro near side. Bounce pass now to Akuche, left of the lane. Akuche double teamed. Fires across the floor. Ogoro to Long for 3. Bounced across the basket. A rebound to Westminster's Josh Hutcherson. Neither team has scored since that timeout.
Good ball movement by the Penguins. You got to hit that open 3.
Ritter now working far side of the floor, down the left of the lane to the basket on Cohill, and he laid it in.
That's a great move by Daniel Ritter. He just blew right past Cohill, got him on a fake, went right by him.
Ritter comes in averaging 18 points, 7.5 rebounds in his senior season with Westminster. All right, Rattan Mays out front now, gives to Ogoro near side. Finds Cohill in the corner, down to Akuche. Working on the baseline, underneath, tries to throw up the reverse layup, no good, but Cohill's there to clean up the garbage and put it in the dumpster.
Yeah, Cohill on the backside rebound. No one there. Easy deuce for the Penguins.
Lead goes back to 9 for YSU. Out front now, Ritter, top of the lane. That's Anthony Ritter. Works to the right wing, down the right of the lane. Stops on Ogoro. Bounce pass to Hutcherson. Hooks it up with the right hand, left it short. Ball grabbed by Owen Long of Youngstown State. Races by everybody to the left of the lane, then peels back to the near sideline. Gives to Ogoro, goes topside to Cohill. Fakes the 3, deals it back to Ogoro. Near side 3, too strong, no good. Rebound, grabbed by Akuche, the tallest man on the floor. Throws across the floor to Rattan Mays. Finds Cohill out front, fakes the 3, drives by Hutcherson to the basket. Tried to bank in 2, he's called for the offensive foul, wouldn't have counted anyways. The charge against Cohill is his first foul of the day, first against the Penguins as a team, as they will insert Luke Chacon, Chris Shelton, and Jameer Thomas into the game, replacing the starters, Shamar Rattan Mays, Dwayne Cohill, and Michael Akuche.
24, Chris Shelton. And for Westminster.
Solid job by Daniel Ritter. Standing his ground, he was able to get the charge.
Jordan Zupko, 6'1" junior out of Mineral Ridge, comes in for Daniel Ritter. In the meantime, Andrew Clark out front, long 3 from the top of the lane, nicks off the rim to Chacon of YSU, gives to Ogoro. Working along the far sideline, back out to Chacon. Right wing now, makes the pass to Shelton, near sideline 3. Bang, bang. Chris Shelton has now made a 3 in 4 straight games. That's his contest. He has now taken 33 pointers out of the 33 field goal attempts that he has taken this year. That's his 11th made 3. Penguins second today. In the meantime, Tyler James fadeaway from the right of the lane is good.
Yeah, James getting the mismatch on the much smaller Luke Chacon. Easy deuce for Westminster.
Penguins back down the floor. Shelton has that pass go off his foot. Able to control, however. They try to go to Thomas, pass knocked away, almost stolen by Westminster. But Titans came in shooting 45% as a team from the field, shooting under 30% so far against the Penguins. Daniel Ritter will hand the basketball off to Zupko. He finds Anthony Ritter near side of the floor. Takes Chacon to the foul line, into the lane, 13-footer up, off the rim, no good. Rebound off the hands of Thomas, but it was knocked off his hands by Tyler James and out of play. With that, Miles Hunter returns now for Youngstown State, replacing Daniel Ogoro. 20 put on the shot clock for the Titans. Ritter throws into James, near side of the floor, to the baseline. 17-footer, going to be short, bounce over the backboard and out of play. It will be awarded to Youngstown State.
Penguins played some solid defense early on, Rob. I mean, there are a couple of open shots for Westminster, but by and large, the Penguins have had a hand in the face.
Miles Hunter out front. Lobs the ball to Jameer Thomas for YSU. Less than 11 minutes to go in the first half. Ball comes back out front to Hunter. Gives to Owen Long now near side. Thomas wants it, won't get it. Go to Hunter instead, right wing. Finds Shelton, left wing, another 3 up, another 3 in. Shelton's second 3. He's got himself 6 points early on, coming off an 8.5 rebound performance in last Saturday's win over Canisius, in which he hit a couple of 3s. YSU now with its largest advantage of the day, leading by 13, as Zupko is fouled trying to back in on Chacon, who picks up his first foul of the afternoon. That will lead to a substitution. Ja'Cory Owens will check in for Youngstown State, a 6'9" freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina, who played a career-high 16 minutes in the win last Saturday over Canisius. He'll replace Jameer Thomas. All right, Anthony Ritter from the far sideline wants to give it to Zupko and finally does on a bounce. Ball goes right back to Anthony Ritter. By the screen, right wing, 18-footer, perfect. Nice shot by Anthony Ritter, used the screen very well. He's shooting a career-high 54.5% from the field this season, so that is not uncharacteristic for Anthony Ritter.
And that's a typical Coach Soroki move. Nice screens, get the shooters wide open. Just good fundamental basketball.
Ball goes into Owens, right baseline, right of the lane, turnaround 7-footer, skids off the rim to Westminster's Anthony Ritter. He'll come down the middle of the floor, try to feed it to Zupko, who had the ball go right through his hands, hit the sideline, and go out of play. That's one of those turnovers that we talked about in the pregame. They have to limit those mental mistakes and not give away possessions. Already trailing by 11, that's an empty possession for Westminster.
And they have to do a much better job of making sure they take full advantage of their possessions.
Not a smart pass by Chacon. Tried to throw it across the floor, and Ritter picks it off for Westminster. Now at Zupko, far sideline, can't get off the three on Hunter. Feeds to Ritter. Left wing three for him is short. A rebound tapped out of bounds by a pair of Penguins. Miles Hunter and Chris Shelton were there. Neither grabbed it, and both lost it out of play.
Got to have communication, Rob. When you have one guy or two guys, one of them has to say, I got it. The other one has to back off.
Tyler James and Andrew Clark will go to Westminster's bench. They will reinsert Reese Leone into the game, along with Daniel Ritter. All right, ball goes into Zupko, far corner, finds Ritter now on the wing. Right around the three-point line to the left of the lane. Going to get underneath the basket, clear it to his twin, Daniel Ritter. Near side, Anthony Ritter for three, put it right through. Anthony Ritter shooting 48% from beyond the arc this year. That's his first three of the day. He's now got 5 points overall. And all of a sudden now the Titans to within 8 as the Penguins cannot answer with a three by Owen Long that comes off the rim to Daniel Ritter. Throws it up the floor now to Reese Leone. Left wing inside the three-point line, 16-footer short. Rebound Hunter of Youngstown State. He'll take it back to the left end of the floor. Somebody got a stop ball. Hunter into the lane. Got it out to Chacon. Open three for him. Rimmed out to Josh Hutcherson of Westminster.
Now the Penguins had success early on by running. Westminster, to their credit, has gone back defensively.
Ritter left wing three. Comes off the back of the rim to Hunter. Penguins still up by 8. Chacon now with it. Hooks the ball to Owen Long, far sideline. Gives to Miles Hunter, right wing. Hunter to the right of the lane. Takes the shot on Zupko. And it looks like he commits the personal foul while blocking the shot. And that is the case. Fans for Westminster don't like it. Nonetheless, Jordan Zupko with his first foul as you watch the replay on ESPN3, and he did get the left wrist of Miles Hunter.
Correction. Westminster foul number 24, Jordan Zupko.
So that'll put Hunter at the free throw line. Comes in averaging 4 points, 3 rebounds a game. He's made 1 of 2 from the line this season. Make it 2 out of 3. Hunter has now scored 35 of his 37 points this season at home. He truly enjoys home cooking for the Penguins. All right, YSU takes Shelton and Long along with Chacon out of the game. Rattan, Mays, Cohill, and Ollison return as Miles Hunter arcs up the second one that goes in and out and back in. That gives Youngstown State the 23-13 advantage as they pick up some pressure here. They'll now drop back as Reese Leone comes into the forecourt against Rattan Mays. Leone near sideline, throws topside to Daniel Ritter. Middle of the floor. Working on Ollison to the foul line, gives to Leone near sideline three, left it short. Ball grabbed by Cohill. Gives to Rattan Mays near sideline. Heads to the foul line, hooks it back to Cohill. Open, near sideline three. Can't get it to fall. Rebound on the floor, grabbed by Jordan Zupko of Westminster.
Yeah, Penguins need to hit these open threes.
Daniel Ritter now. As he moves to the foul line, tried to get through a pair of Penguins. Westminster gets the basketball, trailing at Youngstown State 23-13. Anthony Ritter with the ball out front. Ritter picked up by Tevin Ollison. Tries to make a bounce pass to Andrew Clark. Rattan Mays saves it as he takes it away for the Penguins. Got it to Ollison. He penetrates but has his scoop shot blocked out of play.
I'm surprised Rattan Mays was able to get up. He moved this desk of ours about 2 feet.
And then Josh Hutcherson altered that shot about 2 feet out of bounds as he blocked the attempt. Penguins have 25 to shoot. Rattan Mays throws into Ja'Cory Owens. Back to Mays in the far corner. He'll drive to the lane, throw up the 12-footer, hit the front of him, no good. Rebound tapped over to Miles Hunter, stumbles to the ground. Owens can't save it, and the ball goes out of play. So Westminster will get it, trailing 23-13. Titans just 6 of 22 from the field today. They've hit only 1 of 8 from long range. Penguins to pick up pressure off the inbounds pass. Tyler James, junior from here in Youngstown, gets the inbounds pass and then gets it right back. Leads it down the floor to Andrew Clark, whips it to Ritter. Goes to the left of the lane, floater goes up, comes up short, rebound to his brother, Daniel Ritter. He's in traffic, pump fake, shoots on Owens who blocked his shot but then also committed the foul. So Ja'Cory Owens, the 6'9 freshman out of Charlotte, has his first foul of the day. Penguins 4th as a team. It will place Daniel Ritter at the free throw line, who did a good job of getting Owens into the air with the pump fake and now gets 2 free throws. Daniel Ritter for the year, a 78% free throw shooter. In his 2 games previously against Youngstown State, he averaged 7 points, 2.5 rebounds a game, but he rims out that charity toss as he goes after his 3rd point of the game now.
Boy, impressive on both ends of the floor. Number one, Ritter getting Owens up in the air, but Owens jumping a second time and blocking the shot by Ritter. That's impressive.
Meantime, Owens will sit down. Akuche in for his spot. Ritter hits the second free throw to split the pair and gives him 3 points. Gets the Titans to within single figures as Rattan Mays comes into the forecourt, gives to Cohill of the Penguins. Into the lane, on the run, can't get the runner to fall. Left-handed hook, comes up shy, and here come the Titans now. Tyler James to the lane, spins on Akuche. Off-balance shot as he's falling down, partially blocked, and then knocked out of play by Youngstown State. Nope, last touch by Westminster. So the Penguins take over, leading 23-14. Rattan Mays will come into the forecourt. Had a real hot start, cooled off since. Rattan Mays still with 7 points. Working out front top of the lane, gives to Cohill. Makes the pass to Ollison, far corner, 4-3, got it. Tevin Ollison was just 1 of 6 from the field last Saturday against Canisius. Missed all 3 of his 3-point attempts. He has 5 points today. That's his first made field goal. And a big one for YSU, putting him on top by a dozen. With that, Reese Leone waiting to come in for the Titans. As Ritter goes to the baseline, got it out to James from the foul line. 15-footer skids off the rim. Rebounded Tevin Ollison of YSU. Leads it up the floor to Miles Hunter. Pass was behind him and goes out of play.
Jared Calhoun not too happy with the bad pass. Penguins just need to clean a few things up. Only a 12-point lead against a D3 school. And Westminster is hanging in there. To really well-coached team.
Now here comes Reese Leone, as we expected, into the lineup. He'll replace Daniel Ritter. Leone, last year's President's Athletic Conference Newcomer of the Year, will come into the forecourt with it for the Titans. Leone to the top of the lane. Gives to Anthony Ritter. Left baseline, pull up 15-footer, too strong, goes across the basket, but there's Tyler James for the offensive rebound, then had it taken away by Miles Hunter of YSU.
He literally just grabbed that ball and said, thank you very much.
Hunter has it back, dribbling left wing. Left of the lane, 15-footer, it's off the back of the rim. A rebound now, grabbed by Anthony Ritter. 5.5 to go before the break. Westminster down a dozen. Ritter with it left wing. Makes the pass to James far sideline, looking for Hutcherson. Tough catch on Akuche, makes the catch and shoot. Had it too hard off the backboard, got his own miss. Clears it out to Ritter now. Ritter goes by the Hutcherson screen. Still working far sideline. Goes back to the left through a pair of Penguins, scooped up the shot and got it to roll in. Anthony Ritter now with 7 points. Coming off a 15.5 rebound performance in the overtime win last Saturday. Penguins come right back down the floor and quickly answers. Dwayne Cohill wastes a little time, ringing up his 3rd field goal of the day.
And that's exactly what had the Penguins successful in the first half. Earlier in the first half, Rob, they got to get back to running.
Hutcherson left of the lane on Akuche, backs in, stumbles, looked like he traveled, lost the ball anyways, out of play, and it will be turned over to Youngstown State. 4:46 to go in the opening half. Daniel Ritter coming back in for the Titans now. He'll replace his twin, Anthony Ritter. In the meantime, Ollison and Hunter sit down for Youngstown State. Shelton and Ogoro come in. They'll put Hutcherson on the bench for Westminster. Kevin Soroki trots back out Jordan Zupko.
Hutcherson shaking his head going, what the heck do I have to do to get a foul called?
Rattan Mays in the forecourt, gives to Shelton right wing. Runs by his man, makes the pass to Rattan Mays instead. Not Akuche at the foul line. Going to shoot the 15-footer, can't get it to fall. Too hard off the back of the rim. Ogoro taps the rebound to himself, though. Gives to YSU Shelton, fakes the 3. Gives to Rattan Mays, left side 3 for him, rimmed out. Rebound, knocked out of play, last touched by Dwayne Cohill of YSU. Penguins continue to lead 28-16, but they're just 8 of 26 from the field. They've made 4 of 10 from beyond the arc. Again, they're going to try and speed up the Titans here. Ritter coming up the floors now. The Penguins will drop back defensively. Ritter will bounce it to Leone. Far side of the floor to the left of the lane on Rattan Mays. Throws up the runner. No good. Rebound Akuche. Fires it up the floor to Cohill. Cohill to the lane. Again, Zupko to the basket. Missed the runner, but got fouled in the process. So the foul on Jordan Zupko will be his 2nd. And to the free throw line goes Dwayne Cohill. Fastest man on the floor right now. The Penguins again starting to attack that basket again. Cohill, 92% free throw shooters. Only missed this year, came on November 20th. Line to the left, first of 2 for him, straight through.
You're really tempting that broadcaster's jinx over there, partner.
Penguins lead by 13, matching their largest advantage of the afternoon.
Penguins 9 of 9 from the free throw line.
Make it 10 of 10.
See, I can do that too.
Cohill makes a pair, puts YSU up 30-16. Into the forecourt now. Tyler James down the left of the lane on Ogoro, that I've had the privilege of watching play during his high school days at Mineral Ridge. A nice job with the His team gets the ball off timeout. They trail 30-16, and for Daniel Ritter, runs into Wayne Cohill, who's standing his ground and drew the charge. Daniel Ritter's first personal foul of the day will turn the ball over to Youngstown State.
Well, his twin has 2 fouls, so we thought he'd get in on the action.
And Westminster can pick up a little pressure here on the inbounds. Shelton gives to Rattan Mays. Leone shadowing him as Rattan Mays comes into the forecourt. Under 4 to play in the first half. Rattan Mays has it, goes down low to Akuche against James. Turns to the baseline. James blocked his shot from behind. Akuche stuck with it, went back up, missed the second attempt, but this time got fouled. And the infraction will be given to Andrew Clark. That'll be his first of the afternoon. Michael Akuche, who is going to the line for the first time, has 2 points thus far in the contest.
And Andrew Clark, yet another young man from the area, played his high school basketball at Springfield.
Akuche, an 86% free throw shooter, rings up his first charity toss. That's his 3rd point overall. Andrew Clark will sit down for the Titans. Josh Hutcherson returns. Akuche, in his 3 previous games against Westminster, averaged only 6 points and 4 rebounds in those games. Misfires on the 2nd attempt. Now 3 of 5 in his career against the Titans from the line, but he has given Youngstown State a 15-point lead by splitting the pair. With that, Leone tries to go down low to Hutcherson, but the pass kicked away by Chris Shelton. So with 3:15 to go in the half, the Titans will inbound from the right baseline. Leone will put it in play. Gets it into Tyler James, throws out front to Ritter. Cohill almost picked it off. Ritter now to the left of the lane against Akuche. 6-footer goes up over him, no good. Rebound, James had it, and he got fouled as he tried to secure the rebound. Foul against Akuche, his first of the afternoon. Penguins now 1 foul shy of going over the limit.
Yeah, that was a no-brainer call. Akuche slapped him on the hand, trying to get the one-handed rebound.
Tough catch by James off the inbounds pass. Takes a girl to the left of the lane, throws up the fadeaway and left it short, and the rebound knocked out of play this time by Hutcherson. He and Ritter were in the neighborhood fighting for that loose ball.
Well, I'll tell you, Josh Hutcherson, he is doing yeoman's work in the paint, trying to corral Michael Akuche. He's held him to 3 points in this first half.
Shelton fires the ball to Ogoro, but he was standing out of bounds when he made the catch. That'll turn it over to the Titans. Westminster trailing 31-16, 2:45 to go in the opening half. Russ Leone will come up the floor with it, averaging 16 points, 5 assists a game this year for the Titans. Goes by the Hutcherson screen near side to the foul line, continues to run to the far side of the floor. Bounce now to Hutcherson, left of the lane, back out to Leone, open for 3. Got it. Reese Leone now has a 3 in all 9 games this season for Westminster. He's made 3 or more threes in a game 5 times already this year.
And that was a fantastic high-low game played by Westminster.
Penguins looking to counter now. Rattan Mays penetrates, gives to Cohill near corner, goes left baseline. Out to Rattan Mays, swings it to Shelton. Right wing 3, got it good again. Shelton with his 3rd 3 of the half. That matches a single game high. He had 3 in the season opener against Penn State. And a foul against Tyler James will negate his basket at the right end of the floor. Little off balance, ran into a defender, and he's called for the charge. So James has his 2nd personal. More importantly, it takes points off the board for the Titans. For YSU, Luke Chacon will come in, replacing Shamar Rattan Mays. Tevin Ollison will check in for the Penguins as well. Daniel Agoro will sit down with that. Tyler James goes to the bench with those 2 fouls. Andrew Clark returns for Westminster.
That was an outstanding job by Rattan Mays taking the offensive foul.
All right, Chacon in the forecourt gives to Cohill. Penguins looking for their largest lead of the day. Akuche out front with it, top of the lane on Hutcherson. Scoops to Cohill now. Moves by Akuche to the foul line. Gives him the ball inside. In traffic, lost it on his way up to the basket. And the ball grabbed by Hutcherson of Westminster. Gives to Daniel Ritter, who comes into the forecourt. Finds Leon near side. Getting away from Chacon at the foul line. 15-footer for him. Off to the right, no good. Long rebound. Saved by Ollison of YSU. Fires it ahead. Hutcherson deflects the pass for Akuche. Got it to Zupko, who saves it and from the free throw line. All right, Titans get the ball as play resumes. Approaching 1 minute left in the half. Leon in the forecourt near sideline. Gives to Ritter near corner. Daniel Ritter back out to Leon. Looking left for Zupko, now looks right. Gives Zupko the ball. 1 minute to go in the half. 15 to shoot. Zupko gives to Leon. Bounce pass now to Hutcherson. Working in on Akuche, clears it out to Zupko. Fakes the 3, drives to the basket instead, scooped it up, hit underneath the backboard, and the ball grabbed by Akuche of YSU. After giving it to Cohill, he'll fire it up the floor now to Chacon. Chacon, far side of the floor, works to the middle. Looking for Akuche, but he'll have to throw it to Shelton instead. He'll now bounce it to Akuche at the foul line. Out to Chacon, right wing. 13 to shoot at the foul line. His 15-footer's on the money. Luke Chacon has his first 2. 5'10 freshman out of Mentor comes in averaging 3 points, 3 assists a game. The Penguins are 6-0 this year when he makes at least 1 field goal in a game. So that bodes well as YSU leads 36-19. And then a takeaway by Ollison, who's loose for deuce at the left end of the floor and hammered in 2. Tevin Ollison now with 7, and the Penguins lead balloons to 38-19 with a second to go. Leon's 3 from the far. All right, everything's set. 20 minutes on the clock, 30 on the shot clock. Here we go. Rattan Mays will come into the forecourt, bounce the ball to Miles Hunter, dumps it down low to Akuche, turns to the baseline. They collapse on him. His shot's blocked and saved by Hutcherson to Ritter of Westminster. They've made a point of keeping Akuche under wraps today.
And Hutcherson has done an outstanding job.
Leon now with it against Hunter. Bounce pass on the backdoor cut. Kicked away, intended for Ritter, grabbed by the Penguins. Rattan Mays gives to Ollison, finds Hunter near sideline. 4-3, threw it up, hit the rim, bounces off. Grabbed by Anthony Ritter of the Titans. Comes back into the forecourt. To the right of the lane, pull up 15-footer for him. It's too strong, goes over the basket. And the ball comes out to Tevin Ollison of Youngstown State. Throws ahead to Cohill, who works up the far sideline. Cohill now to the lane against Ritter. Stops, throws up the 10-footer, left it short. Gets his own miss. Gonna force it back up again. That one goes in. This time he's fouled on the attempt. So the foul will be assessed to Anthony Ritter. That'll be his 3rd. Cohill with a chance at a 3-point play. He's now in double figures for the 5th time this season. The Penguins are 4-0 previously when he scored double digits. Charity toss for him. Left it short, his first miss since November 20th. Still, he has 10 points in the game. YSU leading 40-19. Leon with it for the Titans far sideline. Gives to Hutcherson right baseline. Backing in on Akuche to the right of the lane. Going to throw it out to Daniel Ritter near side of the floor. Ritter goes around Hutcherson, still guarded by Cohill. Comes back around him again to the right of the lane now on Akuche. Can't get off the 6-footer, turns, takes the shot, and Akuche blocked it out to Hutcherson. Got it to James, trying to get it off before the shot clock expires and could not do so. Good defense by the Penguins, forcing the shot clock violation, and they will take over, leading 40-19.
And head coach Jared Calhoun right up by the half-court stripe, clapping his hands in approval. Anytime the Penguins can play that caliber of defense, Coach Calhoun's got a smile on his face.
Cohill, who's now scored double figures in 4 straight games, makes the pass to Ollison. Ritter knocked it away momentarily. Ollison gets it back, drives him to the basket, and scooped it in. Tevin Ollison now with 9 points for Youngstown State, which leads 42-19. And then quickly, a foul here slows the pace down. Foul against YSU. Penguins first here in the second half. Tevin Ollison has his first of the day. Ball inbounded now to Reese Leon. Finds Daniel Ritter, far sideline. Deals to Tyler James, drives on Hunter into the lane, takes the left-hander, scooped it up, got it to roll in. Tyler James now with 6 points. That ends the Penguins' run, which carried over from the first half, seeing them score 11 unanswered points. Penguins looking to start another streak. Cahill's drive to the basket, deterred by Daniel Ritter, who blocked the shot and also called for the foul. Ritter not happy with that call, showed some disgust there with the whistle. His second foul as Cahill tried to get him off the baseline. So Cahill sent back to the stripe, where he's 2 of 3 today. 10 points overall for the junior out of Cleveland, standing line to the right. Cahill's free throw here, no good. 2 rare misses for the transfer out of Dayton.
He's got the yips now at the foul line.
Coming off that double-double from a week ago here against Canisius when he had 18 points, 11 rebounds. His first career double-double. Cahill trying to split the pair. That one's in and out, no good. The rebound to Westminster, which trails 42-21.
That's the last time Cahill's going to fist bump me at halftime, Rob.
Ritter with it, right wing for the Titans, gets it top side to Tyler James. Bounce pass to Hutcherson, left of the lane, going to turn to the baseline. Take the 6-footer against Akuche, left to short, rebound Cahill of YSU.
Solid defense by Michael.
Cahill right down the middle of the lane, lost the ball on his way up. Thought he was fouled, was not. Titans will take over. 17:36 left to play in the game. Penguins looking to pressure, and Allison takes away the inbounds pass from Leone, but then his pass for Hunter intercepted by Anthony Ritter. No look pass to James, drops it off to Hutcherson, but a foul against James will deny the pass. And again, Westminster, the Ritter twins, not happy at all with the whistle, the way that's been going against him here today. And Tyler James now with 3 fouls for the Titans.
I kind of sort of understand the frustration, but there's no argument with the call. I mean, it was the right call. He plowed into Akuche. Akuche was standing straight up. It's an offensive foul. It's not even close.
So Andrew Clark comes in. James has to go to the bench now, burdened with those 3 fouls. For the meantime, Rattan Mays, left wing 3 is straight through. Shamar Rattan Mays with his second 3 today. He's now in double figures for the 6th time this year. He's got 10 points for the Penguins. They go up 45-21. Back the other way now. Leone at the foul line to the left of the lane. Turning, finds Hutcherson. Against Hunter, back out Leone. Left wing, 4-3. Can't get it to go, comes up short, trying to get his own miss. Cahill knocks the ball loose, and then Ritter pokes it out of play, and YSU will take over. Penguins with their largest lead of the afternoon, up by 24. Coming up on 16 minutes left to play in the game. Rattan Mays into the forecourt with it for YSU, left wing by Akuche. Tried to hook him the ball. The pass deflected and pulled down by Leone. Down the floor to Hutcherson, but Rattan Mays knocked it loose, still on the floor. Grabbed by Ritter, pumped it up. Couldn't get it to go off the back of the rim. Hutcherson grabs the miss, though, offensively, and then his outlet pass intercepted by Rattan Mays. All alone at the right end of the floor, laid it in for 2. Shamar Rattan Mays now with a dozen. His best game of the year has occurred twice when he has scored 15 for YSU. He has put the Penguins up by 26 now. In the meantime, Hutcherson still working hard. Left of the lane on Akuche. Forced one up, missed the one-hander. Fight for the rebound leads to a foul here against Youngstown State. And Michael Akuche has words for the officiating crew. Akuche with his second. Rattan Mays and Hunter will come out of YSU's lineup. Shelton and Chacon will come in. Hutcherson gets a well-deserved breather for Westminster as Tyler James returns. Ritter will lob it out to him. James in the circle shy of the foul line, goes back to Ritter, left of the lane. Daniel Ritter turning on Cahill, forces one up and banked in 2. Daniel Ritter now with 47-23, less than 60 minutes to go in the game. Luke Chacon will come into the forecourt with the ball. Find Cahill against Zupko into the lane. Throws to Chacon now left wing. Back to Cahill, right wing. Ball bounced to Allison. Turns on Leone, who's called for the foul. Leone falling to the ground as Allison spun past him. And for Reese Leone, that's his 3rd personal foul of the day. For the Titans, team foul number 4, so YSU will inbound from the right baseline.
Good job by the Penguins attacking the hoop,
Shelton off the inbounds pass. Catch and shoot three out of the corner is no good. Tap is good, however, by Cohill. Cohill now with a dozen points as YSU gets the lead back to 26. All right, Ritter in the forecourt to Leone of Westminster. Working against Chacon to the baseline, underneath the basket, throws to James, left base, left of the lane, jumper's no good. Comes off the back of the rim to Chacon for Youngstown State. Into the forecourt, makes the no-look pass to Ollison, goes right to the basket and jammed in two. Boy, Chacon can make those passes as well as anybody we've seen on the floor this year.
Yeah, he is one solid point guard. He takes very good care of the basketball. His assist-to-turnover ratio is crazy good.
With that, Tyler James working hard against Akuche, lost it, got the ball out to Clark. Now it's with Leone against Chacon to the left baseline, and a foul has occurred. So the foul on YSU's Luke Chacon is his second, and is the third against YSU as a team. Stops play with 14:49 to play in the contest. YSU leading 51-23.
And Leone taking it right to Chacon, drawing. It's a good move by the West Branch native.
Westminster couldn't get it in, so they take him out. So they're going to take the break. We'll take it with them. 14:49 to Beagley. It's Youngstown State 51, Westminster 23 on the Penguin Sports Network. All right, right back at it. The Titans get the ball off the timeout. It's Leone. Been bottled up today with just 3 points on 1-3. Working right wing. Front, Andrew Clark's three goes up and in. Sophomore out of New Middletown, averaging 7 points, 5.5 rebounds a game. Drops in that first of the half for the Titans as Shelton answers from the near sideline. Chris Shelton with his season-high fourth three. He's in double for the first time as a member of the Penguins with 12 points, surpassing the 9 points that he had as a season high at Penn State. James right of the lane, out to Zupko. Steps back, Ollison in the air, can't get off a shot. Pass to Ritter down the left of the lane to the basket, takes the shot, blocked, grabbed by of Youngstown State. Under 14 minutes to play in the game. Shelton in the forecourt, traveled with it. Yep, got caught in between. Wanted to make a pass straight ahead, then thought about going, then he got caught in between.
Yeah, he looked at the official saying, oh, come on, you're going to call that? The official's like, you did it, I got to call it.
Shelton just wanted to make that pass and didn't pull the trigger on it.
No doubt, he shuffled his feet.
All right, so the Titans get the basketball. Leone in the forecourt gives to Tyler James. Makes a tough pass to Ritter. Good catch by Daniel Ritter at the foul line on Ollison. Dumps it down low to Hutcherson. Left of the lane. Back out to Ritter. Left wing into Hutcherson. Trying to get his second field goal. Hooked it up on the rim and finally got it. Hutcherson now with 4 points in the game. He's already got 10 rebounds. It's the third time this year that Hutcherson's had 10 or more rebounds in a game. Now he has 4 points to go with it. Chacon out front with it for the Penguins. To the left of the lane on James. Stops. Throws one up off the backboard too hard. And there's Hutcherson with his 11th rebound of the contest. Back into the forecourt comes Ritter with it now for the Titans. Going around the James screen to the foul line. Lost the dribble. Trying to get it back. Shelton and Ollison tried to take it away. Ball thrown to James. Into the lane on Shelton. One-hander goes up off the rim. No. Rebound tapped over to Shelton of YSU. Less than 13 minutes to go in the game. James laboring now for Westminster. Chacon runs by him. Stops left of the lane. Gives the ball to Akuche, who clears to Shelton now.
Yeah, James holding the back of his left knee.
Akuche with 15 to shoot, guarded by Ritter. Takes him to the baseline, gets to the basket, threw one up over the hoop, but got fouled on the drive.
He's actually holding more of his calf and up in his hamstring.
Yep, he's got to come out now. So Tyler James will sit down. Andrew Clark will come in. Foul was assessed to Daniel Ritter, his third non-shooting violation. So the ball will be inbounded from the right baseline by Chacon. Heaves it out to Ollison, middle of the floor. Straight on three. Off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound. Saved by Daniel Ritter of Westminster. They trail 54-28. Ritter will come into the forecourt right wing. Ritter pull up 4-3. Too strong. Over the basket to Shelton of Youngstown State. Now to Chacon, down the lane, scooped it up, banked it in. Luke Chacon now with 4 points in the game. Had 6 points, 8 assists in last Saturday's win over Canisius. Continues to improve as a player. Lead goes back to 28 for the Penguins. With that, Leon gets to the foul line for Westminster. Throws the basketball to Jackson Doyle, who's been inserted into the lineup for the first time. That leaves Leon open out front, but he misfired on the three. Rebound to Clark. Gets the basketball in turn to Doyle. Now deals to Leon. Gets underneath the basket. Bounced the basketball to Clark, who fumbled it. Cleared it out to Doyle for the right wing three. Sails over the basket and out of bounds. Jackson.
Now in for the Penguins, number 25, Will Dunn.
All right, for the Penguins, they get everybody into the contest. Will Dunn has now been inserted into the game for YSU. Dunn going to set the screen for Owen Long as he brings Hutcherson out with him. Long still dribbling near the top of the lane. Gives to Chacon. Throws the ball to Shelton. Near corner three. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound offensively to Will Dunn. Fumbles the ball, gets it back. Saves it now to Allison, far sideline. Cross-court pass. Intercepted by Andrew Clark of Westminster. To the basket. Throws it up on the rim. No. Follow is no good by Jackson Doyle and the Penguins. Owen Long then saves it to Luke Chacon. He'll run into the forecourt, make the pass to Shelton on the run. His shot blocked out of play by Josh Hutcherson of the Titans, and they've got him for a foul as well. So the foul on Hutcherson is his first. So we'll send Chris Shelton of Youngstown State to the free throw line. Shelton this year 3 of 3 from the line. 6'4" junior out of Louisa, Virginia, transferred to Youngstown State from Hampton. Standing line to the right, his first free throws on the money. That gives him 13 points in the game. That's a single game high this season. His career best came when he was at Hampton, scoring 22 against Gardner-Webb.
You take a look at Shelton and Will Dunn and Ja'Cory Owens. These three kids, if they can all develop, boy, Youngstown State's going to be really tough to beat in the horizon this year, Rob.
Shelton hits them both. Youngstown State goes up by 30 now. Ritter with it for Westminster, top of the lane. To the right wing. Hooks the bounce pass to Hutcherson, guarded by Will Dunn, right of the lane. Hutcherson kicks the ball out to Jackson Doyle. Left wing three for him, banked it in. Jackson Doyle, when he was at Sharpsville, scored as many as 45 points in a game. That was in a District 10 Class 3A tournament win. Good baseball players too. Doyle threw a complete game shutout in a District 10 title game last year. With that, Chris Shelton misfires from the near sideline. His three is short, and the fight for the rebound goes out of play, and Westminster will get the ball. Penguins last to touch it.
Well, they're going to give Will Dunn a foul.
Okay, Will Dunn comes in and gets a mark next to his name in the scorebook. Coming up on 10 minutes left to play in the game. Reese Leon against Chacon at the foul line. Bounce the ball to Josh Hutcherson. Hooks it up over Dunn, left it short. Rebound to Dunn of YSU. Clears to Chacon. Into the forecourt. Feeds it to the trailer. Dunn, left wing for three. Too strong. Rebound. Shelton goes back up, scores off the glass. Chris Shelton now with 16 for YSU as they go up 60-31. All right, Daniel Ritter back the other way. 9.5 to play in the game. Ritter against Hunter to the left of the lane. Throws it up. Couldn't get the lean or to fall. Left it a bit short, but drew the foul. So that'll put him at the stripe. They'll give Owen Long the infraction, his first. Daniel Ritter, after getting by Hunter, and then Long just took a swipe at him and committed the foul.
Yeah, he tried to get the block, and they reached over and tagged Ritter on the body.
Ritter makes the first charity toss, now 2 of 3 from the line today. 6 points overall as Hutcherson goes to Westminster's bench. Tyler James returns. Ritter again from the line to the left. Free throw on the money. He hits them both, and the Titans trail 60-33. Penguins back the other way now. Hunter near side. Gives to Shelton near corner. His pass knocked out of play by Anthony Ritter.
22 seconds.
All right, Hunter will inbound from the near sideline. Still better than 9 minutes to play in the game. Ball comes out to Chacon. for YSU. Working near side of the floor against Ritter. Into the circle, 17-footer, perfect. Luke Ritter now with 6 points for Youngstown State, coming up on his career best of 8 earlier this season in a win over St. Thomas. Back the other way now. Anthony Ritter to the foul line. Stops, finds James. Daniel Ritter wanted it. James in the lane takes the shot and scores anyways. So Tyler James now with 8 points. Penguins back the other way. Hunter down the left of the lane to the basket against James. Throws it up, bounced across the hoop, and there's James to grab the miss. Miles Hunter still on the floor. James in the meantime going to work his way through the defense to the basket. Throws up the runner, can't bank it in. Rebound put back up and in by Andrew Clark, who has his first 2 points. And Miles Hunter still trying to collect his thoughts as everybody joins him now on the right end of the floor. And the Penguins will get him off the court.
Well, he took a hard shot. I think his head bounced off the floor, Rob.
Yeah, he really did go down hard. Couldn't get his hand down to kind of soften the blow. And it looks like it's his lower back. So the Penguins get him out of the game. They bring Ja'Cory Owens in. Ja'Cory in the meantime working with it for the Penguins. Left of the lane. His fadeaway's up off the rim. No. Rebound. Grabbed by Ja'Cory Owens. He goes up. Can't get the follow to fall, but got fouled in the process. They'll assess the infraction to Tyler James, his 4th. So Ja'Cory Owens will be sent to the free throw line. Freshman is 2 of 4 from the line this season. Standing line of the Reds, to the line to the right. And that free throw for him goes through.
Good looking ball player, Rob. I know we don't see very much of him, but as a freshman, he's got a great looking body for a freshman. 6'9", he could fill out a little bit more.
Second one, toward off the back of the rim. Will Dunn fighting for the rebound. Grabs it for the Penguins and then gets fouled by Tyler James, who's going to have to take a seat on the bench for the rest of the day. That for James will be his 5th. He is fouled out of the contest.
Westminster foul number 2, Andrew Clark.
Oh, they're going to bail him out. Oh, James was walking to the bench. They call the foul on Andrew Clark, his 2nd. Hutcherson, in the meantime, is going to come in for the Titans. And they will still take Tyler James out of the game. Clark over there smiling, because I don't think the foul was truly against him, but they'll let James play another moment when he comes back in. In the meantime, Dunn at the free throw line. Misses the front end of the 1-and-1. And the rebound to Westminster. Leone now left baseline to the lane. His pass comes off the shin of Dunn. Picked up by Ogoro of YSU. Leads it ahead to Owen Long. Throws to Chacon, standing left wing. To the foul line now. Gets the ball to Ogoro. Hooks it back out to Chacon with 20 to shoot. Chacon fires the ball to Dunn. Far corner, 4-3. Bounced across the basket to Ritter of Westminster. Titans with the ball, trailing 63-37. Leone out front, gives to Ritter far sideline. Ritter without a 3 yet. Looking to drive to the lane, stop the foul line, trying to go up and under, scooped it in off the glass.
Yeah, he took advantage of Will Dunn in the air, and he went up and underneath Will Dunn for the bucket.
So Ritter now with 9 points. Westminster trailing 63-39. Chacon with it for YSU, gives to Ogoro far sideline. Fakes the 3, heads to the baseline. And he's leading Westminster 63-39. Daniel Ogoro at the free throw line. Penguins with 5 fouls as a team. Westminster already with 9 as Ogoro misfires on the front end of the 1-on-1, but gets his own miss as the rebounds tap back out to himself. With that, Owen Long now has it top of the lane. Long inside the 3-point line, 18-footer up and in. Owen Long checks in with his first 2 points of the day. 6'1" junior out of Sykeston, Missouri. The Penguins get the lead up to 65-39. Ritter, in the meantime, lobs it down low to Hutcherson. Tough catch. Long comes across his body trying to go for the ball and fouled him. So Long has his 2nd. Penguins now with 6 fouls as a team here in the second half. So the Titans will inbound from the left baseline.
Hutcherson wanted a continuation, and the official said, no, you weren't shooting.
Ball pushed out to Andrew Clark, who's got 5 points in the game now. Gives to Daniel Ritter. Ritter hooks it top side to Zupko, whose 3 is on the money. Jordan Zupko's first basket. He was just 1 of 8 from beyond the arc in his last 6 games. Zupko with a big three. In the meantime, Will Dunn's drive halted by Hutcherson, who blocked the shot, and then Dunn got it back. And as he tried for a second time, he got fouled. Here and again, we'll have free throws. 2 free throws coming for Dunn. Penguins in the double bonus the remainder of the way. The foul assessed to Andrew Clark, his 3rd. So Will Dunn heads to the line where he is 0 of 1 today. Earlier missed the front end of a 1-on-1. Dunn, the 6'8" sophomore from Quincy, Michigan. Now 2 of 3 for the season, but buries that first attempt for his first point today. Dunn, line to the right. Most of his playing time this season has been at home. He had played 12 of his previous 14 minutes here at Beagley this season as he calmly hits the second charity toss, giving him 2 points and the Penguins a 67-42 advantage. Jordan Zupko looking to drive now on Owen Long, but gives the basketball to Daniel Ritter. Ritter, right wing. Picked up by Long. Throws the ball to Clark, far sideline, deals to Hutcherson, scoops it to Ritter. Ritter to the baseline on Long, 10 to shoot. Ritter, right of the lane, gets inside, forced one up, in and out, no good. Rebound, comes out to the Penguins, Owen Long. Races it himself to the basket, tried to take the shot that Hutcherson blocked. Grabbed by Zupko of Westminster. He goes back to the left end. Against Dunn to the right of the lane, and he's fouled on the drive. Looks like that's going against Will Dunn. And it will. His 2nd personal foul. Stops play with 5:46 to go in the game. So both teams now into the bonus as Tyler James returns for the Titans. He replaces Andrew Clark, and with that, Anthony Ritter returns for Westminster. Reese Leone will get a breather. Jordan Zupko in the meantime at the stripe, where he is 2 of 5 this season. Played against Youngstown State in the game that took place here in the 2019-20 campaign. Did not score, missed his only 2 field goal attempts, and did not get to the free throw line, but he has 4 points today after making that free throw. Zupko again. Played a season-high 15 minutes in last Saturday's overtime win against Geneva. Nets the 2nd charity toss. Westminster trailing 67-44. Chacon with it for YSU, gives to Long, left wing. Finds Ogoro, far sideline. Ogoro throws it down to Ja'Cory Owens, who can't get the pass. It goes off his fingertips and out of bounds.
Yeah, Ja'Cory needs to do a better job of securing the basketball. He's got to follow the basketball. Pass was led right to him on the baseline. He has to follow that ball and secure it.
Tyler James working on Dunn now, right of the lane. Takes the fadeaway jumper and nailed it. Tyler James in double figures now for the 6th time this season. 10 points for him. Titans trailing 67-46. Penguins back at it. Owen Long out front left wing by the Owens screen. Long around the 3-point line. Long jumper for him's perfect. Owen Long now with a couple of field goals. Coming off that 11-point performance in Saturday's win against Canisius, in which he also had 4 rebounds. Puts YSU up by 23. Ritter, far sideline, has it for the Titans with under 5 to play in the game now. On the right wing against Long, to the lane. Takes the 12-footer, can't get it to fall, but got fouled by Owen Long. So for Long, his 3rd personal, and will place Daniel Ritter of Westminster at the free throw line, where he's 3 of 4 today. Titans overall, 5 of 6 as a team from line today. Penguins are 16 of 23 from the stripe as a team. Ritter's first attempt here bounces off the back of the rim. Ritter again. That one's good, splits the pair in double figures for the 9th time this season. Has 10 points today for Westminster. YSU back the other way underneath. Short jumper falls. Luke Chacon now with 8 points, matching his career high that he had earlier this season in the win over St. Thomas. YSU goes up 71-47. Now with it, Tyler James. Gives to Ritter, going right baseline. Ritter to the right of the lane, runs through the lane. Tried to make a bounce pass to Zupko, who had made his cut to the basket down the baseline, and the ball went bouncing by him and out of play.
Miscommunication by the 2 Westminster Titans. You notice Jared Calhoun's not subbing anytime soon. These are the kids he's going to have on the floor the rest of the game.
Chacon at the foul line. Gets rid of the ball and then gets it right back from O'Gora. Looks to drive. Got by Hutcherson. Drops it off to Will Dunn. Left-handed shot. He dropped in two. Will Dunn with the field goal. He now has a season-high 4 points for the Penguins. They lead 73-47. The runner no good, and the rebound knocked out to Dunn. Gives to YSU's Owen Long. Long cuts across the court to the far sideline. Long left wing against Zupko in the lane. Throws it out to Chacon. Top of the lane. Shy of the foul line. Got James in the air. Up and under. Nope. Makes the pass to Will Dunn, who scores again. Dunn off the right baseline now has laid in 6 points.
Boy, Chacon doing a really nice job the last 2 times down the floor. A good pass into a tight window.
Dunn gets the takeaway to Chacon. Ahead to Long. Ahead to Zupko. He missed the lay-in. Zupko just got enough of his attention to disrupt that lay-in. In the meantime, Tyler James has it for Westminster. Gives to Hutcherson. Out to Ritter. Left wing. His three's no good. And the rebound to Owen Long of YSU, which leads at 75-47. Chacon scoops it to O'Gora. Left wing three. Bang, bang. Daniel O'Gora with his first field goal today. He's now made 7 of his 9 threes this season at home. His first 3, the Penguins' 3rd of the second half. With that, Hutcherson looks to answer with his own 3, but it's off to the left, no good.
And the fans in Section 3 just got happy.
Penguins now with 8 threes in the game, and that gets them all Duncan gift cards. Long shy of the foul line, misses the fadeaway 17-footer off the back of the rim. Rebound to Daniel Ritter of Westminster. Coming up on 2 minutes left to play in the game. Ritter, left wing, 4-3, got it. For Daniel Ritter, he's now made a 3 in all 9 games this season for Westminster. He's got 13 points this afternoon. Ends a brief Penguins run as Chacon throws to O'Gora, far sideline 3. That one's too strong. Hits the rim, knocked over to Owens, going in on Hutcherson, throws it in off the glass and gets fouled. Now, I give Hutcherson credit for stepping up and contesting that, but Ja'Cory Owens with the basket, and he'll get a free throw when we return. 1:54 to play in the game. Timeout on the floor with our score. Youngstown State 80, Westminster 50. This is the Penguins Sports Network. Final game reset. Final game reset brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and your local independent agent at RSC Insurance as Ja'Cory Owens goes to the free throw line. 1:54 left to play in the game. Both teams over the limit and into the bonus as Owens finishes off the three-point play. Penguins still with 3 timeouts left. Titans with 2. Possession arrow points in favor of Westminster as they come into the forecourt trailing 81-50. With that, Tyler James to the left of the lane against Ja'Cory Owens. Gets the ball out to Anthony Ritter. His right side jumper is short of the mark, and the rebound grabbed by Andrew Clark. Got it back out to Ritter. Top side to Zupko. Picked up by Owen Long. To the foul line, stops. Gives to Ritter, far sideline. His 3, short. Ball on the floor, grabbed by Owen Long of Youngstown State. Now to Chacon, will come into the forecourt. Chacon, far side of the floor, into the lane, stops. In trouble from behind, shot blocked by Clark. Chacon got it back. Takes another shot, blocked again by Clark. This time grabbed by Zupko. Working against Chacon. He'll take it to the basket and lay it in. Jordan Zupko now with 7 points, all in the second half. Westminster trailing 81-52. Dunn near corner, gives to Chacon with under a minute to go in the game. Throws it back to Dunn near corner. Dunn delivers it top side to Chacon. Now finds Shelton alone. Far corner, 4-3. Nope, off the back of the rim. Rebound to Zupko. Ball knocked loose. Shelton picks it up for Youngstown State. 40 seconds to go in the game. Penguins on their way to their 5th straight win. And Chacon fouled out front by Andrew Clark. Primarily just to empty the bench.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, Rob, you had 3 or 4 guys ready to come into the ball game. So Clark said, all right, I'll go do the foul, and we'll get these kids into the game.
So Luke Chacon, the benefactor, he'll go to the free throw line for the first time today. 5 of 10 from the line for the season. Chacon with 8 points today and a chance to score double figures for the first time in his collegiate career. as he hits the first charity toss.
He has too good of a free throw, Rob, to be shooting 50% from the line.
Well, there's the mass substitutions for Westminster as head coach Kevin Soroki empties out his bench. He brings Quinn Morrow into the game. Christopher Rodarori comes into the contest, along with Dylan Hanna. Also checking in, Russell Quiot. And your fifth member that comes onto the floor is Janelle Latham. All right, Chacon going after his 10th point today. And he's got it from the line. So he's in double figures for the first time in his YSU career. Chacon with 10. Youngstown State leads 83-52. Dylan Hanna into the forecourt. Gives the ball to Rodarori. Goes topside now to Hanna. These guys are all playing for the first time this season as a member of the Titans. The drive by Hanna to the left of the lane leads to a pass now to Gage Hendrickson. Left side jumper in for Christopher Rodarori, 6'1" freshman out of the Hastings on Hudson, New York.
Basket by number 21, Dylan Hanna.
All right, with that, 12.7 seconds left to go in the game. So the Penguins will put it in play. Shot clock turned off. Chacon will bring it into the forecourt, and that will close out today's festivities from the Bigley Center. Inside of 5 seconds to go in the contest, Chacon will end up with the ball as this one comes to an end.